सर काय म्हटलं ते चेक केल्याशिवाय नको चालू करायला असं बोलत का? मॅमला सांगा तुम्ही एकदा म्हणजे हां तोच असतो. एक मिनिट. हां हॅलो शैला, am I audible?
Hello. Yes, ma'am. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, ma'am.
Shaila, we are just testing whether it is available, the voice is coming on YouTube or not.
Okay, ma'am. No issue.
नाही येत ना? बाहेर पण आवाज आहे त्यामुळे.
YouTube वर आहे ना मॅम, एकदा असाच व्हिडिओ प्ले केला होता मी.
काय म्हटलीस तू?
तर बऱ्याच वेळा YouTube वर व्हिडिओ जे आहेत ना आपले अपलोड केलेले
हां हां
लेक्चरचे, हा तर एक दोन व्हिडिओला तसाच आवाज नाहीये.
हां हां तोच प्रॉब्लेम आहे. आत्ता पण तोच बघतोय आपण.
हा.
तसा तर आवाज यायला नाव इट इज डन. आहे काय झालं होतं त्याला? करू का चालू मग? नेहमी कॅमेराचाच येतोय आपल्याला.
Mission Control, this is our crew to ignite global innovation and push the boundaries of creating.
Okay. Hello. We will start. Hello. Am I audible, Shaila? We'll start. Hello. Hello. Hello, Shaila.
Hello. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. So what we were discussing, upward, downward and horizontal. What we saw upward, downward we saw. Now we are seeing horizontal. Horizontal means what? People within the same level. Like two freshers are communicating with each other, something who joined recently, or two managers who are communicating within each other. They are at the same position or level. That means horizontal communication. What is verbal and written communication? Verbal and written is simple. Verbal means what? We are communicating it orally. And written means what? I am communicating something through a written way of communicating. That could be email. That could be anything what I typed on Skype, Microsoft Teams message to the team or to a particular person, right? Two methods of communicating a message may be verbal or written. Popular forms of oral communication include face-to-face talk, formal group discussions, and grapevine. On the other hand, written communication is a formal method of putting the orders, instructions, and reports in writing. It creates a record of evidence. See, written is more effective because someone told me something and he has provided it in written. So it is a proof to me. I can see after 1-2 months that person says, no, I didn't say this particular thing at that point. I can clearly remove that email, remove that communication and say, see this date before 2 months I was communicated this thing. So written is an evidence. So we will see what are the barriers to communication. See, while we are communicating, there could be various barriers. And we should try while communicating that we do not fall prey to these barriers. We avoid these barriers while communicating something to someone. Barriers to communication. Although a communicator may take great care in sending the message to the receiver properly, even though I take a great care while sending the message to Siddhi, there might come some barriers. There might be an obstacle, internet connection issue, or outside there is some noise. There could be many things. Or Siddhi does not understand the language which I am speaking. Or Siddhi perceives a different meaning of the word because the word has 2-3 meanings, right? There are a lot of barriers. There may exist barriers to communication. A poorly transmitted message often leads to misunderstanding, right? If I communicate something to Siddhi and Siddhi takes a wrong, different meaning rather than which I wanted to convey, it will create misunderstanding of work between me and Siddhi, right? This would pave way to strained relations and frictions among the employees. This detrimentally affects morale of the employees. Some barriers of the communication are filtering. The information may be filtered by the sender deliberately to mislead the receiver. See, mostly what we do, I will not communicate it clearly to Siddhi, so that she takes it in a wrong way. A manager filters the information by hiding some meaning and disclosing in such a fashion that the information is appealing to the employee. When the sender tries to filter the information, can you just switch on this fan? If you are able to, I am feeling very hot. Maybe the down one. This one is not. Oh, that is going. How did this? Okay. Good. Sometimes what people do, that to mislead other people, they do not use a clear communication way, and that creates misunderstanding, right? So filtering is a powerful barrier to the communication. So we should not filter the information. We should use the appropriate words. We should try to make it clear. We should try to make it unambiguous, right? Selective perception. This time the fault lies in the receiver. Now, what is the fault? The person who is receiving the message, he took it in a different way. That is his fault now. The receiver may like to pursue in what he is interested. What he feels, he thought in that way. That is not correct, right? Siddhi, if she doesn't understand, she should have asked me, right? I did not understand clearly the meaning. But she assumed something in her mind and took that meaning. It was his fault now in this communication, right? Perceptual selection may sometimes lead to perceptual distortion. Perceptual distortions and fallacies may become endemic and vitiate the entire system. This affects the organizational effectiveness adversely. Language. Communication is said to be poor and distorted if the message is not properly expressed. The proper expression of the message is important. When the information is worded in a manner not understandable to the receiver, it is quite likely that the message may be misunderstood. Further, semantic problems may also distort the message. Semantic means what? Hearing problem. I did not hear clearly. That may create a problem. Semantic barrier. The language, words, symbols and expressions used in the communication may distract attention from the actual meaning of the message. Moreover, the tendency of the people to interpret the same message in different ways may also act as a semantic barrier. See, every word has 2-3 meanings. So, what meaning we take, how carefully we listen. If we don't understand, do we again approach the sender? These are the things, right? which we should take into consideration. These are the barriers while communicating. Emotions. Emotions of both the sender and receiver influence the message that is transmitted and received. The receiver is likely to take into account the emotion of the sender and interpret the information accordingly. Extreme emotions and jubilation or depression have the probability of hindering the effectiveness of communication. See, there are different types of people. Some people clearly express their emotions, some people don't express, right? So while communicating, you should clearly express your feelings, emotions and opinions. Information overload. When managers furnish the heavy information to subordinate, they become unable to distinguish between important and unimportant, and this way the entire exercise of communicating will be redundant and wasteful. See, I am a manager and I communicated to Siddhi lot of tasks. Do this in only single way. In just 15 minutes I told her lot of information. So will she be able to grasp clearly? Right? Will she be able to categorize between which tasks are important for me and which tasks are not? So while communicating, I should not communicate many things at a single time. Right? I should communicate it properly in a 2-3, making it into small slots so that the other person perceives it clearly. I should not load the information in only half an hour. I told her everything, finished. No, because half of the information she will grasp, half she will not be able to grasp, right? She will not be able to clearly understand which tasks are important, which tasks are not important, right? So that will be again a problem for working. Non-verbal clues. They are very important sources of hindering the message, especially when these clues are inconsistent with the message. Normally, the receiver expects some consistency in the non-verbal clues because the message being transmitted. Time pressure. See, sometimes I have a time pressure. I have lot of tasks today, and I communicated Siddhi lot of things within a short duration of time. So again it will be a problem. She will not be able to grasp the things properly. She will not understand the things properly. She will not work according to the expected things. She will think something different. She will do some different work, and again it will create some problem. Often in organization, the targets have to be achieved within a specified time period, the failure of which have adverse consequences. In a haste to meet deadlines, the formal channels of communication are shortened or messages are partially given, thus hampering effective communication. Effective communication. In order to make communication effective, it is absolutely essential for the managers to overcome the barriers. We saw what barriers we are facing, right? So we should overcome these barriers. The following are the ways to overcome the barriers. Fostering interpersonal trust. I should have trust. You should have trust on me, and I should have trust on you. That is the way, right? If I don't trust you and you don't trust me, you will not listen what I want to say, right? Regulate the flow of information. Have feedback, both verbal and non. If I say something to you, you should give the feedback. I did not understood. Could you please repeat? I understood this way. Is it the way which you were trying to tell me, right? The feedback is important. Simplifying the language. While telling also, I should tell in a simple language. I should not make it complex. I should not use some fancy and vocabulary words which Siddhi will not be able to understand, right? So I should use a simple language while communicating. Effective listening. Also Siddhi should listen carefully. What I told at the start, you should listen carefully. Otherwise you will not be able to interpret the correct meaning, right? See, the emotions do not cloud and distort the message. Understand the non-verbal cues. Non-verbal cues means what? My tone of speaking, my expressions, my body language, and try to understand the meaning through these clues. Next is what? Coordination. See, coordination is also a very important thing while we are working. If Siddhi faces some problem, she should convey it to me. And I as a manager, what should I do? I should guide her with that problem, cooperate with her, right? Help her out. So that is proper coordination is also essential for effective working in a team. Coordination is the effort to ensure a smooth interplay of the function and forces all the different component parts of an organization so that its purpose will be realized within a minimum of friction and maximum of collaborative effectiveness. It makes diverse elements and subsystems of an organization to work harmoniously towards the realization of common objectives. Coordination is the process whereby an executive develops an orderly pattern of group effort among his subordinates and secures unity of action in the pursuit of common place. What is saying? Coordination is a conscious and rational process by pulling together the different parts of organization and unifying them into a team to achieve predetermined goals in an effective manner. What is saying? According to Henry Fayol, to coordinate is to harmonize all the activities of a concern so as to facilitate its working and its success. In a well-coordinated enterprise, each department or division works in harmony with others and is fully informed of the role in the organization. Harmonize means what? Proper cooperation is there between the team members. They are not such like we 2-3 are working together. You face any problem, I like let them do it themselves. Why I should help? It should not be the attitude. Proper cooperation and coordination should be there. Coordination is the orderly synchronization of efforts of the subordinates to provide the proper amount, timing and quality of execution so that their unified efforts lead to stated objective, namely the common purpose of the enterprise. See what will happen? If we 3 coordinate together and do the work, our work will be good, quality will be good, there will be less problems in the work and our task will be achieved. We will achieve something as a team, right? And that will in turn help the organization to achieve the goal, right? Coordination as a permitting function of management passing through the managerial functions of planning, organizing, staffing, leading and controlling. Thus, according to them, coordination is not a separate function of management as it transverses the entire process of managing. It is thus the essence of management. We will see what are the principles, what are the features of coordination. Coordination is not a distinct function but the very essence of management. It is important, right? Coordination is also important. It is inherent in managerial job and embedded in all the functions of management. It is also a responsibility, right? When we are working in a team, the team members, managers' responsibility is to coordinate with each other, cooperate, help each other, right? So it is a responsibility. And it can be achieved through managerial functions. No manager can evade or avoid this responsibility. They have to support you. They have to help you in resolving that problem. No manager can say, no, it's only your work. Why I should look into it? It's your responsibility. I will not help you do your work. This is not the case, right? He should help you. Coordination does not arise spontaneously or by force. It is the result of conscious and concerned action by the management. It cannot be left to chance. The heart of coordination is the unity of purpose, which involves fixing the time and manner of performing various activities. Coordination is a continuous or ongoing process. See, it is an ongoing process. What happened? Ongoing process. Just for one problem, I helped you out. And next time you faced again after 2-3 months, you face some problem. What I'll say? I helped you out. Now one problem. Now there is, I will not help you. But this is not the case. It is an ongoing process. I have to cooperate, coordinate with you as and when we are working, as long we are working together, right? The heart of coordination is the unity of purpose which involves fixing the time and manner of performing various activities. Coordination is required in group efforts and not in individual efforts. See, when we are working in a group, then only coordination will be required. When I am working individually, I am an individual contributor at the organization, then the organization doesn't then the organization will not help me or no one will coordinate it. There can be two cases, right? So there are different roles. Some roles are of individual contributor in organizations. Individual contributor means what? No one is going to help you out much. You have to do the work individually and contribute to the work. Second is it is a teamwork or a group work that we are doing at organization level. So in this case, no coordination is required at individual contribution level, right? No one is going to help you. The work is only of an individual contributor. You have to do it independently. When it is a teamwork or group work, you can expect that the team members should coordinate and cooperate with you. Coordination is a system concept in the sense that it regards an organization as a system of cooperative efforts. It recognizes the diversity and interdependence of organizational systems and the need for fusion and synthesis of efforts. Now we will see what are the principles of coordination. Principle of early stage. See what they are saying, coordination should start at an early stage. When we are doing the work, if the deadline we had a deadline for a project that we will complete the project within 6 months. We are given a project. There is a team of 2-3 people. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4 people. And they are individually working on the project they will be working for 6 months. If one person faces some problem and what he says, oh, the project duration is 6 months. I will say after 2-3 months the problem. I'll ask someone else or the manager after 2-3-4 months. Will it help? No. At the early stage only, during the first month he faced the problem. So he should go and ask for help during that time only, right? Otherwise what will happen? Problems will pile up. And at the end, the project will not be completed with the required standard quality and within the desired timeline, right? So, at the early stage only, that is when you are facing that problem, you should that time only try to coordinate with other people to get the solution or what could be the aspects to find the solution for that problem that you are facing, right? According to this principle, coordination must start at an early stage in the management process. It must start during the planning stage. This will result in making the best plans and implementing these plans with success. Principle of continuity. What we saw? Is coordination a one-time activity? Once we coordinated, the problem is resolved. Again you face some problem. We should again coordinate, right? So, it is an ongoing process. It is not a one-time activity. That is the principle. According to this principle, coordination must be a continuous process. It must not be a one-time activity. The process of coordination must begin when the organization starts and it must continue until the organization exists. Principle of direct contact. What they are saying? According to this principle, all managers must have a direct contact with their subordinates. How do they build this contact? Through team meet, right? They have a meeting every day. The manager asks, there are 4 members. He asks first member, I had given you this work. Did you complete it? Are you facing any problems? Within what time will it be completed? Right? This direct communication should be there and happens between the manager and the team members during team meet, or not. If not during the team meet, the person did not convey that to the manager, he can type a message, he can write an email, anything. He can talk on a call with the manager and tell him that, oh, I am facing this problem. So there must be proper and direct communication between the manager and the team members. According to this principle, all managers must have direct contact with their subordinates. This will result in good relation between the managers and subordinates. This is because direct contact helps to avoid misunderstanding, misinterpretations and disputes between managers and subordinates. See, if there is no proper direct contact, someone will assume something and they will do that work. But the manager was expecting him to do some other work, right? So there will be again misunderstanding between them. The work will not be properly delivered, right? And there might be conflict also, right? Manager may shout also, might be conflict also. So proper communication, direct communication between the subordinates and managers helps to deliver efficiently and properly. Principle of reciprocal relations. The decisions and actions of all the people, that is of all the managers, employees and department of the organization are interrelated. So the decisions and actions of one person or department will affect all the persons and departments in the organization. Therefore, before taking any decision or action, all managers must find out the effect of the decision or action on the other person and department in the organization. See, if I am taking certain decision, how that decision will affect the other department or the people in the team, I should first try to analyze what will be the impact of that decision, and then I should take the decision. I should not take decisions in a hassle manner that I took any decision and it impacted the team only, or it impacted the work of other department with which I am coordinating or cooperating on a constant basis, right? Before taking decisions, I should analyze the impact of the decision, the effect of what the decision will lead, and then whether that action or impact is relevant, and then only I should take the decision. Then what they are saying? Principle of effective communication. Coordination will be successful only in the presence of effective communication. We saw communication is a very important part. We cannot coordinate, cooperate with each other when the communication is only not effective, right? How I will help you? What is coordination? I should help you if you are facing any problem. That is coordination. But you are not telling me the problem only, then communicating the problem only to me, will I be able to coordinate with you? No. So for coordination, effective communication is also important. Other case, you told me the problem, but I did not listen. I did not understand the meaning clearly. So communication again is not effective. So I will not be again coordinate with, properly help you out or cooperate with you properly, right? So for coordination also, proper communication is necessary. Coordination will be successful only in the presence of an effective communication. Good communication must be present between all the departments, within the employees themselves, and between the managers and their subordinates. Every level, upward, horizontal, upward, downward, the communication must be effective. Principle of clarity of objectives. Just a minute. Hello? Just complete this principle and then I think because it's 5:30 only. So what is the next principle? Principle of clarity of objectives. See, if the objectives only are not clear, objective means what we want to achieve. We are not only clear on this, that what we want to achieve during this year, we want to do automation, we want to do these things. If we are not clear, how will we be able to do these things? No. So we should be clear on the things what we want to do. So then only we will be able to achieve it, right? Coordination Coordination will be successful if the organization has set its clear objectives. Everyone in the organization must know the objectives very clearly. No one must have doubt about the objectives of the organization. Clear objectives can be achieved easily and quickly. Okay? Collaboration we will do in the next lecture. Okay, Shaila?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any doubt up till now, Siddhi, Shaila?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye, ma'am.
Bye.